Hello, welcome back to Bad's Garage. Just a quick one for you, just to let you know where I am so far, because I've been, tinkering a little bit, but I still haven't got round to the 7i yet. But I do plan to make a start on that later today. So anyway, let me just flip the camera around and I'll show you how far I am at the moment. Right, so I've got the carbs in the garage, and I have been messing about with these carbs, to be honest, a little bit in between work and stuff. Basically what I've done is, as you know, I had two diaphragms that were absolutely destroyed, and I did pop what was this one here? I did pop that apart and fit one of the diaphragms that were in these kits. Now I don't know what that diaphragm's for, but it is not for those carbs, because it's just not big enough. And this bit here, I don't know if it's going to focus on that. This bit here is the wrong shape. As you can see how that has got like a right kick in it, whereas that one, there's only a very slight kick. But like I say, the diaphragm itself is just not big enough to sit in the gap. So basically what I did is I went on eBay and I managed to find some replacement sliders with diaphragms already on. So these are original, but apparently, for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, they have to be 98, 99 models, because apparently anything like 97 and younger don't fit apparently. But luckily they've come today. I've dropped them in, and as you can see, they are definitely going to fit. So that's that. The worst part of these carbs, as far as I'm concerned, sorted. I've put the bowl bottoms on purely because I have managed to go through all the jets, emulsion tubes, and I've managed to clean them all. Even the pilot jets, which I couldn't do on the 7R, I wasn't able to do that. But I have managed to clean all the jets, like I say, the emulsion tubes and the main jets as well, because if I can, I want to try and keep as much original stuff on these carbs as I can, because these aren't, or they don't seem to be. I very much doubt that these are original. So these are, by the looks of it, aftermarket. So basically all I've done really is, apart from the valve seats, these are all, well, at least one of them's knackered. I've gone and used the replacement ones out of the bags. Everything else is original and cleaned. So all this has had an initial clean. All the jets have initially been cleared. I've cleaned through all these. So I'm kind of hoping that once a spring arrives, because I'm missing one of these, and it has to be a big fucker like that. They're a pain in the arse to get in. But I've only got 3. I did order one, and it was the wrong size, but I've chucked it temporarily in there. So I've got these 2 long ones here, and one of those in there is a short one, probably off a 600. But when that other one comes, I can basically take these out, give it another clean over, because obviously I've had a lot of lubricants on this, and then I can stick them all together, and hopefully I can put them on the bike, and it'll run. Fingers crossed, touch wood and all that, you know, famous last words, especially when it comes to after this fucking thing here. But anyway, yeah, so that's where we are with the carbs. So yeah, I'm pretty happy at the moment, because obviously that's one of the diaphragms, and it's crispy as fuck it is. No good. But yeah, that's that sorted. Like I say, it's just a case of putting them back together again once that final spring comes. So yeah, now I'll take you down to the shed where the bike is, because something else has come for the bike which I didn't have in the last video. Well, I've had to do this video about 3 times to make sure I get my fucking facts right. Anyway, I've done this 3 times, yeah, like I say. Bodywork's come back. I managed to get that to go and collect it, and it is in absolutely mint condition. The only thing wrong with it, and the reason that he sent it away to be painted, was this side panel here has it's got the corner missing. It broke off, and he was going to have that reshaped and repainted and whatever. But the panels are absolutely mint. But it should have a corner on it like this. But it's obviously come off. But the only one I can find, I mean, I can get loads of left-hand side panels in this colour, but they've got marks on them. But there's only one of this right-hand side, and it's not in great condition at all. But it is complete. But he wants £80 for it. I'm just thinking, I'll probably get that one fixed for that. I don't know. I'm still debating whether to go for that one or not. I don't know. But yeah, the front cowl is absolutely mint. Anyway, getting onto the bike, I have been in touch with the DVLA, because this Q-plate thing is ragging my brains. Because there's obviously things to worry about, but I've done a full check on it. It doesn't come back as stolen or imported or anything like that. It just comes up with an amber warning for a Q-plate. So I've rang up the DVLA and asked them, is there anything you can tell me as to why it was put on a Q-plate? And she goes, well, I can't. I can tell. I've only got the same information on my screen as what you've got on your logbook. I can't tell you why it was put on there, because it doesn't tell me. It says reasons normally because it's either been reframed or imported without paperwork, and then obviously it's then had to be a documentation applied for it, and there's no proof of when it was actually manufactured. All they've got is the date. Well, it is a manufacturer date. It's not. We've got the registration date, but they can't prove. It's not by the year. It's by the month. They know what year, but because they can't define which month, they can't give it a manufactured date recognition on the logbook. So it has to be immediately a Q plate. She says, like, but it's not necessarily going to be down to that. It could have come from another country. Like Ireland, for instance, and they've had no paperwork for it. And but like I say, I don't know. But it was worrying me because this VIN plate's missing. But I don't know. It's probably just fell off because the pins are still there where it was. But it's all the numbers stamped on the headstock. But like she says, it could be a new frame that's been restamped by the DVLA, because I know that does happen. But yeah, I'm no closer to knowing exactly what's on a Q plate than any other time. But I suggested, is it anything for me to worry about? Is it going to cause me any problems? She was like, no, it's just it's a road legal bike. So you just might pay slightly more on your insurance premiums because it's a Q plate. It's just, I'm not 100% certain. That brings on to another thing. You try. I mean, I can put this registration into a search engine and it comes up with this bike. But as soon as you go on the insurance sites and put the registration in, it comes up with, oh, this isn't a bike, and then you have to put it in manually. Well, it is a bike because obviously you put it into the DVLA website or any other car check websites. It comes up as this bike. So yeah, it's wrecking my head, to be honest, that with but you know, I've got a few insurance quotes, but a lot of them, because of Q plates. I mean, I did speak to Bennett's. A lot of them, where Q plates are concerned, Bennett's wouldn't be willing to insure it as fully comp. They only insure it as a third party because it's on a Q plate. And she said you'll probably find that might be the same with a lot of insurance companies. It's not that there isn't going to be any that won't insure you fully comp, but a lot of them probably have that stipulation where they'll only insure you third party. So, but we'll see. We'll see. We've got to get it working first, haven't we? As soon as we get it working, then we can pull some inquiries, see how far we can go with it. But yeah, that's as far as I've got. And I'm gonna pack in for the day so it don't wreck my head anymore, because I'm just as confused now as I was when I started looking into it this afternoon. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe. See you later. Cheers.